My shoes are a little tight.
Willow,
I got 'em from
stop
the
stomping.
So, I'll take whatever kind of
Love you too.
until I get a better pair. All right, are we here? Are we rolling? So this will save this for posterity. Prosperity. Okay, can you check the view? I'm on there.
The view?
Yeah, just make sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's begin. So thank you for coming to World Taiji and Qigong Day. If you can stay the whole time, we're going to do some Qigong and some Tai Chi. So World Taiji Day is this thing where somebody once thought it would be cool if like everybody around the world had this rolling wave of Tai Chi demonstrations. So we're late, but who cares? You know, the point is do some Tai Chi on the World Taiji Day. Probably the family who has to deal with you as well. So one question I often get asked is, what's the difference between Qigong and Tai Chi? Willow?
Qigong and Tai Chi?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Well, they're the same except the Tai Chi is more, you've got more of the martial applications with it.
Yeah.
As well as it's more general.
Yeah. So Tai Chi comes from a martial art tradition, so there's a lot of this like complicated, this hand has to go, and one person's school has to go right here, another has to go right here, and another has to, you know, and like, I mean, you're moving all around and like taking steps and doing all this stuff. Whereas Qigong, you just get to stand there and get healthy. So traditionally you would learn Qigong first, and then we learn Tai Chi later, and that's our schedule today. So let's get started. First we do this thing, we bring our feet together, put your right hand into a fist, and you cover it with your left. This is an ancient sign for peace, and so you offer your heart to your friends, and then circle back. Will manifest that you do this correctly. Alright, and then we're going to do these 3 warm-up exercises. So the first one, we inhale up, and you imagine you're taking the whole expanse of the sky and bringing it into your body. Inhale up, taking the whole expanse of the sky, and bring it into your body. Inhale up, yeah, if you hit the roof, you can do this shorter, or you can squat like it was CrossFit Qigong. Chi squats, go! Kind of sounds like a disease there too. One more time. Oh, I can't go to work. I got the chi squats. Alright, the second one is connecting with the earth. So you imagine your feet turn into tree roots. You inhale, you pull that earth up, and you imagine solidity and stability filling your body. So the imagination is half of what makes this work. Inhale. Exhale. The ancient Chinese were masters of this mind-body placebo effect, visualized healing thing, before we figured out that it was something you could test and have. So feeling your body be filled with this stability, groundedness. One more time. Yeah. Third one, we're going to fuse them together. So as the hands come up, feel the expanse of heaven come down, come out, and then radiate out. And then you're going to feel the solidity of the earth come up, fill you up, and then radiate out. And now imagine both at the same time, heaven and earth fusing in your body, expand, and radiate out like compassion, showering all the people around you, and the plants, and all that good stuff. Compassion, very good for your brain, very good for your cardiovascular system. So just imagine that heart opens and then radiates out. One more time. Exhale. Hands up. We're going to lubricate the joints so that as we... Qigong is basically meridian stretches mixed with visualized stuff, and what the ancient Chinese found, you know, we find in the laboratory, switch directions, that if you stretch certain meridians in your body, you get health benefits. And then they've also found that if you visualize certain stuff and relax in a certain way, you get health benefits. So these ancient people said, like, what would happen?
Oh no, you can hold it next to you.
I'm gonna stretch, and then I'm gonna imagine like white light filling, and it's actually pretty potent. So circle this elbow, it's called. From the ancient tradition, it's called elbow. Elbow grease. So before we stretch the meridians, we just want to warm up and kind of get into our body, get the static electricity all wound down, so that the mind, just these joint exercises, can actually just kind of bring you into the present. You may have noticed the bird chirping. There's some flowers and stuff around it. It's kind of actually pretty. Shoulders roll. Oh.
Yeah, I know, yeah. You know what Aggie's for? Agricultural.
And then reverse.
Wait, we're the largest. We need the most space.
Yes. How many?
And then we'll do big shoulders. Tie. And switch. Okay, let's stretch the neck just one minute. And stretch it the other way. I got a crack. That's a good sign. Okay, and then this one I call the gentle ninja. So you're pulling on the back and pushing on the front just gently. So you get a little more twist than you would if you just turned your head, but not so much that you throw your head on. Okay, other side. Why is it called the Gentle Ninja? Because I saw some movie about mystical ninjas that could, like, if they were going to get interrogated, they were like, and then they died because people were
Ungentle ninja.
Was it? Yeah.
Less than gentle.
That's the ungentle ninja, yeah. Okay, and then make a little circle. So that's where the name comes from. Or the origins of things. Reverse.
Hi, my love. I love you. Thanks for inviting me.
Relax and twist the body. Hands on the hips, circle the upper body. Just gentle stretches. And switch directions. She's under the influence of coffee. Guys, don't mind Willow. She has an outburst.
Post-graduation completion.
Yeah. Do things to a person. Oh, that feels good. All right, bring your feet together and let's open up the low back and the waist a little bit.
Where are you doing?
They're just on my back. They can really be anywhere. Hey guys. Trickle on in, find a spot. How about you guys who know this, come on this side. Jen, fill in these spots.
Just watching you.
Okay, reverse. Oh yeah, and you gotta stay out of the line of camera.
Oh, that's right. Oh, sorry. It's not her.
She's in charge.
Oh, shoot. Already into the classes.
That's correct. Okay, and now come down and we're going to wiggle our knees around in a circle.
Let me see your toes.
I'd like to see your shins. Uh-oh. Okay, reverse. Somebody else had their coffee too. Okay, come on up. Bring your right foot back and we're going to circle the ankle. And reverse it. And then switch sides. And reverse. on the ground. We'll do this final move. Inhale, reach up like this. And exhale, come down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Bless you. 1 more time. And exhale. Okay, so Qigong, we're about to get into this is a form of Qigong, but it's also just kind of like warm-up exercise. But so there's this word in Chinese that says Qi. Everybody please say Qi.
Qi.
Okay, what is Qi?
What is it?
Oh,
Two-letter word you
energy.
can use a Q without a U.
That's right, yeah, it's a strangely spelled English transliteration of Chinese sound. What else? Any other, you know?
Kind of the energy, like the energy represented by the connection of mind and body, kind of spiritual thing that
Yeah.
exists both within the body and outside of the body.
Yeah, so you can say energy, you can say life force, and then the one I like to use nowadays is similar. It's kind of the Chinese word for the mind-body connection, right? So when you stretch your body, like if we just, those of you who got here at the beginning and did the joint lubrication, you should feel a little more present right now, or like kind of more open or something like that. It's because it affects your mind. You're actually calmer and more aware of what's going on around you, but all you did was move your body. And then similarly, we can sit down and quiet the mind. And one of the things I often notice when I meditate is my sinuses open up. Like I could sit down and be kind of off, and then after I sit for a few minutes and everything calms down, all of a sudden it's like this very clear breath, because changing my mental state actually affects my physical state. So they would call that bridge Qi, right? It's not quite physical, it's not quite mental, sentient, emotional. It's somewhere in between. Yes, sir.
I heard a brief news blurb several years ago, that the Chinese, like modern Chinese right now, have determined that Qi is electromagnetic.
Yeah, that, and part of that is that in
Western.
the communist takeover, there's been a thrust to modernize ancient superstitions, and so with that, it's true. There's an element of Qi that is electromagnetism. They can do this thing where they test the hands of healers, and you use this thing called a spectromagnetometer, and you find that healers have a unique frequency of electromagnetism that comes out of the hand, very much like the frequency of the earth that like you have to get to be healthy and stuff like that. So there is an electromagnetic portion, but there's also, in Tai Chi people and meditators, there's an infrared light portion that they've been able to determine on like Tai Chi people and yoga and meditators. So who knows what we'll find out. Anyway, the point is, if you don't take anything from today's class except for one thing, go home and just do these gentle joint lubrication. The one thing about Tai Chi and Qigong is it's one of the only forms of exercise in the world where you're not like pushing yourself a little harder or pushing yourself a little harder. Yeah, show up, right? But like, it's just where, just move, have fun. And so you don't have to remember the order. The order is kind of simple. It just goes from top to bottom, right? But you can go home and go like, oh, I feel like wiggling my knee. Okay, wiggle your knee. Oh, now I feel like kind of going side to side. And take 5 minutes a day, and you'll be a happier, groovier, nicer person. So now we're going to get into some more specific kind of Qigong, and it's going to be really fun. So this is called the Master sequence. You either have a handout, and I always do this when I say Master, because this is actually a Qigong posture too. But this goes through, according to Chinese medicine, there are all of these elements in your body. It's kind of this poetry of the Chinese medical landscape. And so this is going through each of those elements, balancing the meridians and organs associated. So let's get started. We're going to do it twice today. Feet are shoulder width apart in a nice kind of grounded stance. You could also do almost all of this seated. So if you have an old injury and your knee starts to hurt or something, sit down on a bench and you'll be just fine. Okay, so inhale up and exhale down. And then when you look at your handout, this is the preliminary move, which is called support the heavens. So you inhale up, the palms are flat, and you stretch. So the whole body wants to stretch. And then you exhale through your mouth, like a sigh. You're supposed to just let go of any stress in the body. So you inhale up, stretch. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale, so you're stretching all the tendons, all the organs. Exhale. Releasing tension. One more time. This helps release the shoulders. And out. Okay, bless you. From here, you're going to step out a little bit wider. So on your handout, this says, this is called the horse stance. So this posture is called opening the lungs in horse stance. You're going to make a loose fist. And as you breathe in, you're going to pry your chest open like this. And the inhale puffs up these lungs like Popeye or something. Then keep that position as you breathe out. Try to keep it puffed up. Breathe in one more time. Puff up even more. And then exhale, we're going to round forward and do the same thing for the back of your lungs. So inhale, puff out your upper back. Try to keep it puffed out as you breathe out. Inhale, puff it out one more time. And exhale, released. Relax. So if you're lucky, you feel a little tingly or a little like lightheaded, maybe, it's because you're filling yourself with oxygen. A little of the sort of biomechanic science, the oxygen in your body is also sort of subject to this vacuum, and it's slightly gravity fed, so the vacuum pulls from here, and generally only the lower lobes of your lungs fill when you're at rest. This is why if you never run or swum or something like that, you go in and try to push it out, you'll actually get tight because these are supplementary breathing muscles. They're trying to get you more oxygen. Or you see runners at the end of a marathon, they go like this because when you brace here, it allows you to pick up these upper lungs. So these muscles and this part of your lungs don't get a stretch in daily life. So in Qigong, what we're going to do is intentionally puff this out, and then in the back, puff it out. So our ribs and these little muscles between our ribs get all this stuff, and you're hyper-oxygenating your life and spirit. Okay, let's do it again. Here you go. So loose fist, puff up the lungs. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Now stay puffed as you breathe out. Inhale, breathe in, puff up even more. And then exhale, round forward. Now we get the back of the lungs. Inhale, puff out the upper back. Exhale, keep it open as you breathe out. Inhale, puff up even more. And exhale, released. Yeah. Oxygen, bro. It's awesome. We're doing straight hits of oxygen this afternoon. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Okay. Now we move into the next posture, which is called drawing the bow in the warrior stance. So we're in a circle, so people on that side are going to go apparently the opposite way, even though it's actually the same way. So you're going to turn your left foot out, you guys, your left foot out, and then your right heel out, so you're in this warrior stance. Now your hands are going to circle up to your back, so your hands circle up to your right, they come across the front, you're going to pull the bow and arrow, so your front hand is coming out. Good. So there should be a little tension in this stretch. You maybe feel a stretch in your arms. And then we're going to do the same thing with puffing up our lungs. So inhale. You're going to exhale and use this sound. Your hands come down. This helps regulate the breath coming out. Let's go to the other side. So as the hands circle, the feet turn. And you turn all the way around. Pull back that bow. Puff up the lungs. Exhale with the sound. Try it again. Circle up, turn the feet, puff out the lungs, exhale, and other side, inhale, turn the feet, pull back the bow, puff up the lungs, slow exhale. Oh, let's do one more because we're just starting to get it. Circle, turn.
Where's your weight?
On the front foot. Pull and blow. One more time. Circle, turn, pull, puff, and breathe. Okay, stepping back in. This part is called clouds descending on the mountain. So you're going to inhale, and you're going to stretch your lung meridian by pulling your thumbs back as you reach up. And then as you exhale, just sink in. Now as you inhale, you're supposed to imagine white energy filling your lungs, making them totally pure and healthy. And as you exhale, that energy descends down into your belly and into your lower back. So inhale, stretching that meridian. Feel white energy fill your lungs. Exhale, imagine it goes down and fills your belly and your lower back. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Notice how your body feels. Notice if you're feeling tingling or openness or lightheadedness or emotions. Just notice it. Okay, how's everybody doing? Okay so far? Pretty groovy. Does anybody feel like openness in the chest or the head or the arms? So you want to feel, if you're getting these, like I feel kind of like this like effervescence almost, and like I could walk around very prideful, not feel ashamed of that at all. So this is the feeling that you get when the lung meridian is open according to Chinese medicine. And you want to make sure you're still recording when we're paused. Okay, so this is the lungs. We'll do it again in a flow, but we're doing the first round kind of talkatively so that we make sure we get all the fine details. So the next set, in Chinese medicine, the metal element of the lungs creates the water element of your kidneys. And when they say kidneys, they mean like the basic energy of your life, like in the Bible, they say, when they say your kidneys, it means like guts. Or in Chinese medicine, kidneys are also associated with the bones. So like when we say, I got it right down to my marrow, you understand what that's what they mean by kidneys. So we're moving on to our next level. So let's do the last exercise again. So inhale up, white chi to the lungs, and then exhale, clouds descend to the mountains, which is your kidneys. Then we're gently going to twist. This is called knocking on the gate of destiny. Your hands are tapping and percussing. They say, I haven't researched this in the lab, but they say this little percussion can actually help to prevent a kidney stone because you're getting this little vibration right into those ureter tubes and nephrons and glomeruli and whatever else. It's true, they just sounded good.
We should be twisting our body.
Yep, so you're getting that lower spine. This helps to regenerate the discs in between your lumbar spine. It helps to soften all those muscles. When you're tapping your digestive organs and your kidneys, waking all
30 when I leave here?
What's that? You'll feel like you're 30.
I'll be 30 when I leave.
If we're lucky, yes.
Oh,
If we're unlucky, you'll be 27. You'll be all angsty because you don't know where you're going in your life.
I resemble that right now.
Oh, sorry. Okay, next one is called turtle breathing. So put your hands on your lower back. Let me demonstrate the first one.
Oh,
So my hands are here. If your shoulders or wrists are tight, you can do hands this way and it's easier. If they're really tight, you don't have to do it at all. It's just a little prop to help you. So from here, I'm going to inhale and I'm going to try to puff out my lower back as if I were breathing with my kidneys. Okay? And then when I exhale, it just relaxes. So when I inhale, I puff out. And when I exhale, it relaxes. Can everybody see that? You understand what I'm saying? So there actually is a little muscle that pulls your last rib down. And when you get that last rib to pull down, it will literally massage your kidneys and your adrenals to increase the functions of those organs. It's kind of cool. So turtle breathing. Here we go. We're going to inhale and puff out. Exhale and relax. Try to feel your lower back filling out into your hands. Inhale and puff it out. Exhale and relax. And one more time. Inhale up. And exhale. Now we're gently going to roll forward and slide forward. Now if you have a back problem, you can do this just to your knees. We're just trying to take a little bit of pressure off, put a little stretch on your lower back. If your back feels fine, then go ahead and round down. Knees can be bent or they can be straight, whichever is comfortable for you. And then in this position, this is called opening the gate of life. So the first level is just to bring your right hand over to your left ankle. You acupuncture students in the crew could even grab certain kidney points if you wanted to. And then you switch and you go left hand over to the right ankle. Okay, then gently roll back up. Everybody feel okay with that one? So just one thing to know, if you have sciatica, forward bends are not the thing to do. Okay? Most sciatica comes from the discs in between your vertebrae, between your spine, pressing backwards on the nerve. So when you bend forward, it does that. So it seems like that's going to relieve your back, but often you actually feel the shooting pain with you. It's a test reward. You have to bend forward a bit. So if you have sciatica, what you would do is instead of rounding the back, you keep a little bit of a duck butt, and you just kind of bend forward here. So you're still getting some of that stretch in the legs, some of that twisting you can get, which is helpful, brings circulation in, but you wouldn't go round. Now, if you don't have sciatica, stretch those back.
As long as there's not pain.
Yeah, as long as specifically that radiating pain. Yeah. Okay, so if you needed to, you could also go from the knees. Do this little twist. Right, that's just fine. And now the next level, I want you to come up so I can show you. Have your head down. Because all we're going to do is go from here and lift your hand, or from here and lift your hand. But the trick is, because this is Qigong, you want to aim it right at this lower back region, which is supposed to be where that kidney meridian resides. So as you twist, your mind, your thinking is going, stretch out the gate of life in my lower back. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Okay, right hand to the left foot, or ankle. And inhale, sweep that left hand up, twist the lower back, just gently. And then down, exhale, switch over, and inhale as you bring the right hand down. Exhale down, switch over, inhale left hand. Exhale down, switch over, inhale right hand. Only one more time, thinking about that lower back. Switch, inhale up, exhale, switch, and inhale up. Okay, now come down. The last part's the visualization part. So imagine gathering energy from the earth. You inhale and you pull it up. Bring your hands to your lower back and imagine you're feeding this energy into your kidney organs, that root of power in your body. Again, reach down. Imagine blue like water, like a fountain of water. You inhale and pull it up. And as you exhale, you feed it into the kidneys, the lower back. Reaching down into the earth. Inhale, blue water. Exhale, feed it into the kidneys and the lower back. 2 more times. Reaching down. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, fill yourself up. Imagine your lower body, your waist growing blue and bright. Last time. Inhale. And exhale, bright blue energy. And release your hands. Okay, still doing good? Cool. So now I'm starting to feel really groovy because we're exercising, we're breathing. So you should feel in this one, you shouldn't feel all puffed up in here, but now maybe you should feel a little tingling or blood flow in this lower back. So we're working sequentially, different parts of the body. Ready for the next evolution? Widen your feet a little bit. Now this is for the liver meridian in Chinese medicine. According to Chinese medicine, the liver meridian controls your tendons, and it also controls the emotions of anger on one hand, or generosity on the other side. So there's this sense of like being able to be flexible. If this meridian's in balance, life like punches you in the arm and you're like, hey, cool man, and you roll with it. If the meridian's not in balance, life punches you in the arm and you're like, what the? So we want to balance this out. And they use twisting motions in Qigong to affect this. So watch closely. My hands are going to start here. In Kung Fu we call this, I don't want a problem, fighting stance. Okay, so just watch, because we're going to be twisting each other. So I'm going to turn to my left. This time my heel is going to come up, and my right hand is going to push. So my front foot hand comes back, my back foot hand pushes forward. And then I'm going to inhale, twist the other way, heel comes up, and push. So notice this is different than the lung one. The lung one, our forward hand was out, because I wanted to stretch here. And this one, my back hand is out because I want to push this. Like that. Cool?
It's the hand that's closer.
So it's the
this
back
way.
hand, or the hand that's near the center.
Near the forward.
Yeah. The back
Yeah.
hand. Okay? So
And
can
the
we do
weight
this in
should
a
be where?
circle, or
Weight
should
should
we
be
all? We should all be facing the same way for this. The weight's on the front leg. Yep. So I'm going to turn my back, and we're all sort of going to face forward, because otherwise it's going to be chaos. We'll try to have you guys go opposite. Okay, so hands are up. We're going to start this way, turning to the right, pushing with the left. Ready? Breathe in. Turn to the right, exhale, push with the left. Good. And inhale, come back. turn to the left, push with the right. And inhale, come back. Alright, that was pretty good. So you get to do the next level. This exercise is called Dragon Stretches Its Claws. So the first thing is feel like a divine green dragon in the sky. And then as you come out, you're going to make a dragony face, and you're going to make this sound. Like you are a slightly angry librarian. Okay? It really works. They say these sounds have like mystical properties. I think that just they express the emotions that get trapped in the body. Like when you do this with your face, like it raises up that frustration. And then as you're stretching, it's helping to like process that stuff.
Like what you want to say to your friends who are putting pro-Trump stuff on your Facebook.
Shut up! You know, something like that. Yeah, it's real. Okay. For you Trump supporters online, the Unitarian Universalist blah 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 disavows all political. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Hands up. So turn to that way. Push with the left hand. Ready? And make a sound and drag your face. Inhale. Turn and push. Inhale. Now make yourself peaceful on the way back. And then wrath push. Push to the right. Stretch. Inhale. Peaceful. Exhale. Wrath push. Inhale. Peaceful. Exhale. Wrath push. One more set. Inhale. Peaceful. Exhale. Wrath push. Now come back and bring your hands out like you're saying, I love you this big. And turn to your right, bending the knee. And now all you're going to do is place your left hand above the knee, stretch your right hand toward the sky. Twisting, but this time you're trying to twist the middle torso rather than the lower back. Can anybody feel a little twist in there?
Yep.
Now if you're an athlete and that's too easy, put your knee down further. And actually you can do this yoga thing with your elbow across. If you don't feel like an athlete, just do the ordinary people one. Good. Okay, on the inhale, come up. I love you this much. And then you're going to bend and just touch right above the knee and get this twist in your torso. So you want the rib cage moving. Should feel gentle and awesome though. And then if you're feeling athletic, you come down and you do some yoga. Now, attempt to breathe while you're also holding the pose. Ow. Tell me how to breathe. Okay, inhale, come up. I love you this big. And now we're going to do the last one called beating the drum. Let's make a circle again because this is really fun. So you'll inhale. You love you this big. And you make a big fist. You're going to make your face. And you're going to hit down like a big drum. Inhale, so peaceful. Exhale. Okay, pause. I just had a revelation. Okay, who's seen Raiders of the Lost Ark? Okay, if you haven't seen it, that's your homework. At the end, you know the angel comes out in the ark? Sorry, spoiler alert. At the end, there's an ark and an angel. And she's like, oh, and the Nazi dude's like, it's beautiful! And then she's like, ah, and she turns into a demon. This is what you want to do with this exercise. So you're like, ah, and you just let it all out, okay? So here we go. 3 more times, angel versus demon. Inhale. Exhale. That was a good one. One more time. Don't throw your back out. Okay, now inhale, pinkies toward the sky. We're transitioning to the heart now. And as you exhale, the hands come in, join at the chest. Okay, so inhale, this is like what Willow was doing with all of her coffee. Really expansive, and then as you exhale, you quiet the heart. So this one's called Raise the Roof and Quiet the Heart. So inhale, favorite rock concert, yeah man, and then exhale, down again. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Time. Inhale. And exhale. Now sink down and put your hands up over your knees. For this one, you're going to drop your right shoulder forward, kind of press into this hand. This hand's going to press your back, and you're going to arch the back up a little bit. So you should feel a twist kind of in your upper back. Can anybody feel that twisting in your upper back? Now once you get there, you make this sound. It was a really long day at work and then somebody asked you to do stretches. Okay, inhale through the center. Push now with your left, other side. Inhale through the center. Exhale, push. Try to twist the heart. Center. Twist and then arch. One more center. Twist and then arch. And last time. Twist and then. Okay, come to the center. Roll up. Step your feet in. Fist distance apart. A couple more for the heart. So first you have to make this thing called, in yoga they call it mula bandha, which means root lock. And the idea is with your legs, imagine like your legs were drinking straws and you were trying to slurp something up with your legs. Like the center of your legs were hollow. Or my yoga teacher said like, if you put your socks like this feeling in your body when the cold water touches your foot, that's mula bandha. Okay, so you want this feeling. And then you're going to tuck your butt a little bit and kind of tighten your lower abs to protect your back. Okay? Now, if your shoulders are loose enough, you'll clasp your hands behind. If your shoulders are not that loose, you can just place your hands like this and support your lower back. Because then we're going to lift the heart up and just kind of drop the head back. So when you inhale, feel as if you can pluck your heart upward even a little bit more. When you exhale, make that ha sound again. Inhale, plucks the heart up. One more time. Inhale. And then release your hands, and we're going to roll forward. So knees can be bent or straight. You want your palms to face the earth. So this one's a visualization. As you inhale, you're going to imagine inhaling a rosy pink glow to your heart with a beautiful sunset. And when you exhale, you imagine any stagnant energy from the heart flows out through your hands and down into the earth like a compost. So inhale that rosy, warm light to the heart. And then as you exhale, it's like liquid drains down through your arms. And you imagine any feelings of like hatred or competition or like conflict with the world that's sort of lodged in your heart. Yourself a chance to unburden yourself from those tight feelings. We all pick them up as we go through our week and our day. One more breath like that. Okay, here comes the last sequence. Bend the knees, interlace your fingers, and inhale, come all the way up and bring your arms overhead. Now as you breathe out, twist to your right and look back. Inhale from the center. Breathe out, twist to your left and look back. Inhale through the center. Twist to the right and look back. Inhale through the center. Twist to the left and look back. Shoulders are getting down, don't worry, one more round. Inhale. Turn to the right. And inhale. Turn to the left. That's the last one. Inhale to the center. Exhale through the mouth and release your hands down. Okay, last pose of the whole sequence. Bring your feet out just a little wider than your shoulders. So you're in kind of a hefty, strong stance. Your hands are going to make like you're holding a beach ball in front of your lower abdomen. And now imagine that there is a ball of light. Its center is deep inside your belly, and its circumference goes as far in back as your hands are in front. The eyes can be closed, or if they're open, just let the focus go soft so the mind relaxes. Imagine you're holding this ball of light in your belly. And then imagine, like we did before, that the energy from the earth flows up into your body and into this ball of light, giving you a sense of groundedness and stability. imagine that when you breathe in, you can somehow draw that grounded, stable energy into your body. And when you breathe out, you see the ball of light get brighter, like blowing on a hot coal. Stand for a few more moments, but now let that continue and imagine that the expansiveness of the sky, the freedom and clarity of the sky flow down into your body, into this ball of light. And again, when you breathe in, you draw in more of that expansive feeling, and when you exhale, the ball gets brighter and brighter. Imagine that your body is now filled with energy, both of a stable, grounded variety, as well as an expansive and free variety. And as our hands slowly start to come toward the body, feel that this ball of light starts to shrink and grow brighter as it condenses, shrinking down to the size of a volleyball inside your body, and then even down to the size of a softball, baseball, golf ball, and down into a tiny pearl where all this energy that you've brought in merges with your own essence. Imagine yourself strengthened and harmonized, full of a calm and peaceful energy. The final move is called pulling down the heavens. Inhale and reach up. And exhale, just smooth it all. Especially a fan. Did anybody notice, that when you stand still at the end, the mind can really just kind of like drop in? So this is, they say, the power of Qigong, or the power of yoga. If you do a good yoga class and you do the Shavasana laying at the end, it's like your mind gets quieter than ordinarily just laying down. And they would say that's because of all the mental gymnastics, a white light here and a green dragon over there. And then as you stretch, it liberates these energies or these emotions. They're sort of just, we walk around sort of encased in these tensions. So we start to crack that all up, and at the end you just stand and you're like, wait, I could just stand. I don't have to rush around trying to fix the weird feelings that are going on. So, any questions or comments on that sequence? We're going to do it one more time at a flowing swift flow. It only takes about 5 minutes. Yeah, well, Qigong, they would say that as you break up stagnation, it comes out in this yawn, and then you're also trying to get a lot of oxygen in the system. So it's kind of a good sign. Yeah. What else? Any other things that are up for you? All right. Yes. Yeah. Thank goodness for all of us.
With the heart, is it okay to go more into a back bend or to let the head completely rest back?
Yes, but remember what your yoga teachers tell you about structure.
Okay.
So for Qigong, because we're not going into the biomechanics to protect your back and stuff, I tend to teach this as just a light thing. But the point really is not to go back, but is to go up.
Right.
And so as you go back, this is going to go back, this is going to lengthen, but you want this rather than this. Now I'm just getting into my psoas muscle, and that's not what the stretch is aimed at.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, please expand it a little more. All right, let's try the flowing version. Here we go. Supporting the sky. Inhale up. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. 2 more times. Inhale. Sigh. 1 more time. Inhale. Okay, opening the lungs in horse stance. Step to your horse stance. Puffing out the lungs. Breathe in. Keep the posture as you breathe out. Breathe in again. Get it even more big. And then exhale, round and forward. Now inhale to the upper back. Exhale, keep it puffy. 1 more time, breathe in. Exhale, release it down. Now moving into drawing the bow. So we're going to circle up to the right, turn your feet to the left, and pull back the bowstring. Exhale, make a sound. Regulating the exhale. Other side. Inhale. Pull back. Exhale. Now clouds descend on the mountain. Inhale, stretching the lung meridian. Imagine a white chi fills your lungs. Exhale, send it down to the kidneys, the lower back, the belly. 2 more times. Inhale, white energy filling the lungs. Exhale, descending it down into your lower belly center, your kidneys, your lower back. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Being mindful of your surroundings, whether the native life, twist, or knocking on the native destiny. Slowing that to a pause. Hands to your lower back, turtle breathing. So inhale, puff out those kidneys. Exhale, relax. 2 more times. Puffing out. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And as you exhale, sliding down, let's try just with the hands at the knees for this first one. So from here, bring your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, circle the left hand up, twist the lower back. And exhale, switching sides, left to your right knee. Inhale, right hand circles up. Now if you want more, bring your right hand down to your left ankle. And inhale, left hand circles up. Exhale, left hand over. And right hand circles up. Okay, now reaching down into the earth. Inhale, gathering that blue energy, pull it up. Place it in your lower back. Stretching down and beyond. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Reach down with your mind. Inhale. Pull up a blue light. And imagine it fills your low back, your belly with blue energy. Getting ready now for the liver. Release of frustration. So hands are up. Dragon stretches its claws and over in the same direction for this one. So let's start to the left this time, pushing with your right hand. Inhale. Make a sound and stretch. Twist. Inhale that. Now turning right, pushing with the left. Exhale. And twist. Inhale. 1 more set. Turn. Push with the right hand. Inhale. Turn and push to the left. Good. Then come up, make your hands together. I love you. Good. Big. And then turn, bend your knee. Put the right hand just above the knee. Twist. Now at the solar plexus level, middle torso. Then inhale up. And other side. Twist middle torso. Inhale up. Back into a circle as we get ready for punching with angry eyes. Inhale. And beat the drum. Inhale like an angel. Exhale like a 3-year-old. I mean, 1 more time. And tantrum. Good. Now pinkies up. Stretching the heart meridian. Exhale, quieting the heart. Inhale, pinkies up. Exhale, quiet the heart. 1 more time. And exhale, quiet the heart. Now bend the knees. Press with the right hand. Twist, lift the heart, and say, inhale, switch. Press the left, arch. 1 more set. Arch it up. Other side. Roll down and ripple the spine up. Step in about fist distance apart. Activate drinking straw legs. Strengthen your torso as you clasp the hands or just place them on the lower back. Lift the heart up. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale makes the sound. Inhale lifts it up even higher. Exhale makes the sound. One more time. Bending the knees, release your hands, roll down. Placing the palms toward the earth, knees can be bent or straight. As you inhale, imagine a rosy red light to your heart. And as you exhale, down the arms, release any stagnation, any tension from your heart. You can use that ha sound if that works for you. Clasping the hands. Inhale up. Arms come overhead. And then exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. One more set. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. Step just a little wider than shoulder width. Hold the ball. Now imagining again heaven and earth flowing into this ball in the lower abdomen. Breathe in, you bring in energy. And you breathe out, the ball gets brighter. Just let that happen for a few rounds of breathing. Slowly, as your hands come toward your body, imagine this chi ball growing smaller and brighter, condensing. As the hands reach the body, the chi ball sinks down to like the size of a basketball, then a soft ball or a big grapefruit. It condenses down even smaller, like a golf ball, and then down to a tiny pearl. Imagining this bright energy becomes part of your essence, nourishes you, roots your mind down deep in your body. Relax the hands down. Let's do pulling down the heavens. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, sweep. Okay, pretty groovy. I don't know, I feel great. Thanks for coming so I can do your practice, but I think it feels pretty awesome. So, any quick questions on this one? Megan, do you have any one of those answer sheets? So just to, I'll go over the names in case later, and then if our recording worked out, then this will be on my YouTube channel, so you can practice at home if you wanted to, long form and short form. Anyway, preliminary exercises supporting the heavens, right, like you're holding up the sky with the side. The lung sequence, those are all pretty, these are all pretty simple. I didn't give you all the names for one, so this is unlock the heart's door. Those little, all the little tumblers in your spinal lock. Cracking the gate to compassion. And then melting the ice of hatred. So this is you breathe in the warm fire. And one visualization is you imagine like any feelings of competition or like angsty stuff. Imagine it like poison in your heart. And so you breathe in this rosy light and then make it melt. Anybody find that meaningful to you to do that kind of visualization? Like it's a yes. The mental imagery and something about the elements, like these old Chinese folks, like they tapped into some poetry of the human spirit that kind of got it. So that's that one. And then the last sequence, it says, pull up the earth to become a mountain. That's this part. So you would imagine, the earth's color is golden, so you imagine a golden light filling you. And then as you're here, your energy becomes like a strong mountain. And then this is survey the horizon. So when you inhale, the earth's chi comes up. And then from your stable position, you just move around like an oval. And then what's the last one called? Holding the ball to stabilize the chi. So, this is an example, a great example of Qigong. We're using mental imagery, meridian stretches, and regulation of the breathing. And it should feel like kind of the best day ever. So, we'll finish up this segment. I brought you some snacks, and then we'll mingle for like a half hour, and then we'll do some Tai Chi if you have time to stay around for Tai Chi.
What's the difference between?
Oh, so Tai Chi is more complicated, and it comes from a martial art. So we're going to do the least complicated Tai Chi I can think of, but that's the Qigong is dedicated toward health from on. Tai Chi is health, but it's also kind of something you can show off or defend yourself in a dark alley or something like that also.
With a really slow attacker.
That's right.
Combat
Slow motion martial arts. Yeah.
Eventually Tai Chi actually goes fast, but in the West as Tai Chi came over, a lot of the students didn't get that far, and so they're certified teachers, but they only got like year one of what the classical training is, partially because it's the Chinese martial arts have often been held secret, because that's how a family village, like how a clan would defend themselves. There wasn't a police or a national guard, and so the village martial arts was a big secret that you don't tell everybody. You actually might teach people wrong outside your village, so that they would try to attack you with your own stuff and you could beat them up very easily. Anyway, more on that in a half hour. Thank you. There's tea and coffee.